Hey guys, it's me Erica. So I'm going to be talking about the fall 2014 anime I'm going to be watching this season. And if you haven't noticed, the summer 2014 season anime have ended, especially Free. And I really wanted to pick up new anime just like last season, but not as many as last season. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm watching so we can fangirl together, maybe introduce you to a new anime series you might love or hate. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using this book to help me remember all their names of the anime. So if you see this beautiful notebook, it's because some of the names are in here. So the first anime I'm going to be talking about is Ookami no sojo to Kuro Ouji. So it translates to Milk Girl and Black Prince. And it's basically about a girl named Erika Shinohara. I'm not Erika Shinohara, but my name is, I actually like this anime because it has my name in it. So it basically tells the story of her entering high school, and she's very like, not really shy, but she wants to be popular, but she doesn't know how to. Like, she's really awkward in making friends. So in order to make friends, she finds these two girls in the classroom of her new class and decides to be friends with them. The only problem is that the whole premise of their relationship is based on the fact that she pretends to have a boyfriend, and in reality she's never been on a date and never has a boyfriend in her life. So she keeps making up lies in order to actually still be friends with these two girls, which is kind of like Nano.ripe in some way, but I feel like this one's better than that because this one's a comedy sojo anime. So basically she ends up getting into a mess where her friends are like, we need to see your boyfriend to see if it's true, and then she ends up walking to the street, taking a picture of a random guy and calling him her boyfriend. However, this guy turns out to be going to her school, whose name is Honya-san, and he's the prince of their school, but in turn, in order to be acceptable in this relationship, she has to do everything he says because he's secretly a sadistic person. I like this anime actually a lot. Like, it's really funny, and I laugh every time I see something stupid because Erika kind of does remind me of me, not the fact that I'm shallow, but like, I don't know, she's just really funny, and it's really awkward because she's never been in a relationship and I've never been in a relationship either, so I can kind of connect to her. I feel like people can connect to her. So the next anime I'm going to be talking about is actually, I have to look in my book just because it's kind of like a hybrid Japanese-French name. So it's Bonjour Aji Patisserie, and it's a reverse harem anime just like Utopia is, Brother Conflicts, Diabolical, and all the other reverse harem animes in which there's like one girl and then like a million guys and they never get in together. But I don't know because I haven't watched the full series yet, and but yeah. So it starts with the story of Sayuri Haruno, and she really wants to be a pastry chef and own a pastry store when she gets older, and in turn she goes to this prestigious school for pastry chefs and gets a scholarship, and of course she meets like these 7 guys that also baking too and probably have the same goals as her. But it is a reverse harem anime, so if you really like it like me, I would watch it just cause. But the only downside to this anime, it's like only 5 minutes, and I thought it would be like 20 minutes like all the other animes are. But unfortunately it's only 5 minutes. But the good thing is there's supposed to be 23 episodes into this anime. And these are the same people who made Maka Ouji Devils and Realists, so you can tell by the looks of the guys. So I kind of found it funny too that the creators of Maka Ouji made this because they had this kind of harem going on in Maka Ouji too. So, but it was like guys, so it's more like yaoi, but this one actually implies a girl in it, so if you like it, you'll like reverse harem. So the next anime I'm going to be talking about is Denki-Gai no Honya-san, which tells the story of friends that work part-time in a comic book shop or manga shop, and how their events go during the comic shop season, the comic shop hours, such as like getting a new manga release, putting plastic covers over your manga, putting them in a restricted area if they're like adult manga, and also the competitions that between all the other comic shops around the area, which is kind of funny. There's only been 2 episodes out and it's hilarious, like really it's hilarious. And it's an episodic anime just like Space Dandy was, And by episodic, that means like you don't have to start at episode 1 to know what's happening in episode 2. So it's a great watch. It's 20 minutes long, like normal anime is. And I don't know, it just gives me the Gekkan Sojo feels and also the Space Anime feels, in which is a comedy anime, but it also deals with a lot of manga material going on to the anime, like Gekkan Sojo was with Nozaki being a manga artist. And there is a secret manga artist in this anime. So the next anime I'm going to be talking about is Goody Kokkuri-san, which revolves about the kind of myth that it's kind of like the Ouija board in the sense that if you go with a group of friends, you're supposed to like call out Kokkuri-san so that he can come out. But you're not supposed to do this alone or else he'll haunt you. But someone does, and her name is Kohina, and she's an elementary student that is supposed to be. She describes herself as a doll, but it's not really known if she's a doll or an actual just girl at this point. But she calls on Kokkuri-san, who's going to haunt her. However, she's not scared at all. She says that all he is kind of like a pervert ghost. And Kohina doesn't have any parents, so she eats by herself. And due to her bad eating habits, because she eats ramen like nothing, like she eats ramen every day, and Kokkuri-san is actually a friendly ghost, I guess, in a way, in that he says that he has to haunt her so that she can eat better, so in turn he becomes like her nanny, not a ghost to haunt her. And it's a comedy anime too, if you don't realize by my description. And also I've noticed that a lot of the fall season anime is a lot of comedy, while summer season was a lot of like sports. I don't know. You probably planned this in the anime planning department if there is one in Japan. The next anime I'm going to be talking about is Orenchi no Furo Jijo, which deals with a high school boy who's walking from home and then finds out that he saves a person, but this person is not a person. He saved a merman named Wakatsu, who he saved and put into his bathtub in order to give him a better home, even though this causes a lot of trouble for this, because it is a comedy, like another comedy in this season. Not a surprise, but he turns out to be, well, not a surprise. So this is a comedy anime that deals with the struggles of having a merman live in your bathroom and probably like water bills and all of that stuff. And this is not a 20-minute episode anime, it's a 5-minute episode anime, just like Bonjour Patkujari Patisserie was. So it's not really a long watch, so you can just basically watch this whenever you want. And like I don't know what to say about this anime, but because I haven't watched it and it's not that long yet. So, but the graphics and the art style and the art coloring is really nice. So if you really like the art style of things, then I think this anime would be for you. Or if you just like mermaids, like in general, because he's pretty funny. So the second to the last anime that I'm watching currently is Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso, which deals with the story of Arima Kosei. And Kosei, or Arima Kosei, was basically a prestigious piano player when he was young. However, his dreams were crushed, or like he didn't want to follow his dreams anymore after his mother died, who forced him to do all these piano lessons and to become this prestigious piano player in Europe. However, he quit after his mother died, so now fast forward to his middle school years, and he doesn't want to play piano anymore, even though he still has an interest because he kind of listens by ear to make karaoke's out of songs. And his friends really want him to play again, so one of his friends tells him to meet this girl who is a transfer student, and this girl basically changes his mind into following his dreams as a prestigious piano player, because she's actually a prestigious violin player who is playing at the hall that he once played at before his mother died. And her name is Miyazano Kaori, and she's really good at playing violin because she is a prestigious player. And I would recommend this anime to people who love music animes, just like it's a La Corda Orda, and other animes, or if you just like watching musical animes, because it's really nice to listen to. And the opening is by Goose House, who's a really good Japanese band. They're really amazing when they come to like range songs. And also this anime, the coloring scheme, the graphics, make it really look like the scenery is like real life. You can see it in real life. Like the coloring is just amazing. So yeah. The last anime I'm watching is actually an anime I just started watching today because I saw a GIF of it on Tumblr. So the anime is called Amagi Brilliant Park, which deals with the story of Seiya, who is kind of forced on a date by Izuzu, who says, we're gonna go to the date to this Amagi amusement park. However, this park has like died off and barely anyone visits it. But this park is actually owned by magical beings that come from a town called Mapleland. So Izuzu wants Seiya to help them rebuild the amusement park so they don't close down for foreclosure and cease to exist. Yeah, very sad for a hastily named anime, but it is really good. I found it really funny. The first 2 episodes are actually kind of, I mean, they're still funny, but it goes to a more serious note a little bit. So, but it is, I've read, it's a comedy, but it's also a drama anime, so I don't know how the season is going to play out, but yeah. So that's the end of my anime. I'm sorry if I sound stupid in any of my like explanations. I'm just really awkward, and like I have a new camera, so I'm standing and it's really hot. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you pick up some of these animes or not. I don't know, your preference, but I hope you guys like watching these animes or just any animes in general. So if you want to watch them, go search them up right now, and then if you want to talk about it, you can like leave a comment below and we can talk about it. I'm always answering all your comments, so we'll see you guys next time. Bye!